Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a couple of cruise warnings out there for people. Some in Europe. We have MSC warning people about possibility of having a hard time getting to their cruise ships. We also have the Radiance of the Seas is offering people some pretty good deals to switch. Why? Because, oh yeah, they overbooked once again. And we also have Celebrity Cruise Lines taking away a couple of perks in 2026 from their All Access. Their All Access, which is quickly becoming less access. Okay, again, I got some quick housekeeping. I forget if I mentioned it, and I'm just thinking it right now at the top of my head. I should just go look, but I'm on the video already. So, I mentioned yesterday that we have the Halloween cruise for the MAJESTIC Princess. No changes to that. But I also mentioned I had 5 cabins December 9th, 2026 on the Christmas Market River Cruise. I forgot to mention, I said prices start at around $15,000. I forgot to mention those are Canadian dollars. I think I forgot to mention that. If I did, if I mentioned it, sorry, I'm repeating myself. Just want to make sure that it's $15,000 in Canadian dollars. So if you're American, it's probably around $11,000, which is a big chunk of change difference in the price. Okay, on with some of the stories. We have MSC warning passengers, especially right now, those on the World Europa. Remember, that's the ship that just had 2 power outages in 2 weeks kind of thing. Well, now they're running into issues on tomorrow because of a nationwide Italian strike. And they're leaving from the port of Naples tomorrow, where people can disembark and embark. And there may be demonstrations, as this is nationwide. It's not just like at the cruise port. It's going to be, buses and taxis and you name it, trains. Everything to do with transportation is going on a 1-day strike. And so it could affect every single place you're trying to get to. If you're a distance from the cruise port, or if you're landing on that day and you're trying to find a taxi to get to the cruise port, if you're disembarking trying to rush to an airport, everything could be really, really tricky, and there could be huge demonstrations at some of these areas that will block you as well from getting in and delay you as well. So if you're leaving from any port or disembarking in Italy tomorrow, you could be in for some issues. So if you know some folks that are on some of those Mediterranean cruises and Rome, etc., you might want to email them or give them a call about a heads up if they're unaware. Next, let's talk about the MSC Radiance of the Seas. She's overbooked. She's overbooked on October 4th, and it's a 16-day Panama Canal cruise. And it's going from the West Coast all the way to Fort Lauderdale. And so 16 days transiting, and those are very popular cruises, especially when they're going from one end of the country to the other. You only have to fly in one direction, basically, right? If usually you're much closer for your second trip, unless you live dead center of the United States or Canada, then you're kind of out of luck both ways. But they've overbooked. And so they're offering a few very interesting perks. One is that they will move you over to a smaller, slightly shorter version on the Serenade of the Seas. It's only a 13-day similar itinerary, but they'll pay your cruise fare, and they'll also give you 100% future cruise credit as well. Not a bad day, considering it's 3 days later. Not so bad, but how about this one? How about this one? This was an offer I looked at and I had to double check. I had to double check the offer. But they're offering, if you decide to just cancel the cruise outright, you get all your money back that you paid for your cruise fare, plus 200% future cruise credit. Not 100, 200%. 200% future cruise. You're tripling your money if you cancel the cruise. Now, it's coming up very shortly. It's only 2 weeks away. A lot of people can't change some of their things they book, like airfare and stuff like that. They are offering to pay partially some of the airfare as well for non-refundable airfare. So I imagine a few people will be looking into this, but that is a pretty darn good offer, right? I think I'd be very, very tempted to say, you know what, I can find another cruise. And I have triple the money to work with now. I'm pretty sure I can find a cruise with just the future cruise credit and keep all my money again. That sounds like a very, very interesting deal. I think I would jump all over that. Let me know in the comments, would you jump on an offer like that? 200% future cruise credit plus your money back? Wow, you don't hear these offers too much, but how about Royal Caribbean? How often have we heard that they've overbooked their cruise ships now? It just seems to be an ongoing problem. Next, we got Celebrity changing their premium access pass, but before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the possible difficulties you have to get to your cruise port, from brawls breaking out on the cruise ships, to ship reviews, to shore excursion reviews, to anything. We will talk about it all. We'll try and keep you as best informed we can, so your next cruise is just a little easier and maybe even save you some money in the meantime. Really do appreciate it. And don't forget, I have Dawn's Family Vacation over on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, I'd appreciate you checking that out as well. Okay, Celebrity Cruises, Premium Access Pass. It's things like priority embarkation. You gotta pay for this, folks. You gotta pay for this, certain amount of money each day. It comes with the Wi-Fi package. It comes with the drink package. It used to come with gratuities. Doesn't come with that, it comes with other stuff now. But two of the things that it would come up with, and as an extra perk, is one is a special embarkation lunch. So instead of rushing to the buffet and trying to settle in and find a table with a crowd of people who always head to the buffet, you have a dining room to go to, only for people who paid for the premium access, and you have a nice leisurely lunch in a dining restaurant. Pretty good perk. Next, you also had guaranteed seating, reserved seating in an area for the production shows, for all the main shows in the theater. Another pretty good perk means you don't have to rush down and sit if you wanted to see that show a half hour, an hour ahead of time, depending on where you have a guaranteed reserved spot in the theater. Another nice perk. Well, in 2026, those are going away. Those will no longer be part, and they're saying it's because of, well, they got too many people now. Now, how did they suddenly all of a sudden start having too many people on Celebrity cruise ship? Well, they amalgamated the rewards program, right? So if you're now a platinum member or Diamond Plus on Royal Caribbean, they matched it on Celebrity, which means people are now checking out Celebrity and now have all this access and all these premium perks. So more and more people are checking out Celebrity now because they have the Royal Caribbean perks and they're busier. They're busier than ever, especially with the launch of their new ships like the XL launching very, very shortly, coming across as we speak pretty much. So yeah, they're having some issues and they're taking those away. So again, that's more things that they've taken away from perks packages that we pay for. Yet I don't know if the price is going to be going down or not. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The prices probably won't be going down at all. Well, let me know in the comments down below. Will this change your mind a little bit about Celebrity or purchasing the pack? Usually it's not going to make a difference, because if you're going to get a drink package and the Wi-Fi, it's still much cheaper than buying it on the ship to pick up the access pass, etc. So yeah, I still don't think this is going to make a difference, but again, it's something that they're yanking back and we're not getting anything in return sort of thing. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.